Tom,
Yes.
have you ever wondered what it would sound like if a man playing a trombone in an orchestra sneezed?
No, I've never wondered that, but now I do.
Let's have a listen. How amazing is that?
Poor guy.
Oh, that's brilliant. I just love that. That's something that popped up on Reddit this week, and it made me giggle to myself.
Yeah.
It's the anticipation, the build-up. Yeah, what's it going to sound like? Farts. It sounds like a fart-ish, kind of. One of those fake farts that people do. Oh, brilliant.
Good-o.
Yeah. How have you been?
Yeah, not too shabby. Slightly worse for wear today. It's
Yeah, I did
bank
see.
holiday weekend
Yeah,
and Sweeps Festival.
in Rochester, yeah. That's what that means, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's where Joe and I met 5 years ago, so we tend to go down there
Oh,
each year. Just
So
to
it's
kind of
almost like an anniversary type
outing,
thing.
yeah, to go and listen to folk music and get rat-assed.
Yeah, because folk music's good.
Yeah.
People think
there's
it's
a question mark there,
No,
isn't there?
because it's just one of those things like people,
There's a negative stereotype.
not necessarily negative, just like
No.
old man with a flat cap farmer sort of. Yeah.
Beards and...
But it's not,
whippets.
it's fun, isn't it? Especially when you kind of go like folk punk and things like that.
Yeah, there was a good band down there called Sur Les Docs.
Oh, right.
And they were kind of a French, folky, punky band. A little bit along the
So
lines
like S-O, like
of
sister.
S-U-R.
Oh, okay.
S-U-R-L-E-S-D-O-C-K-S.
So
I
it'd be
think
like
it's
from
under,
the docks
isn't it?
or
is
under
it
the
from?
docks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something, yeah.
It's something French.
Because they're clever. I bet they weren't actually French.
They were singing
were?
French.
Oh, okay, bloody hell. French folk band, that's weird. No, that would work, I suppose, because it's quite a
We got
sing-songy language.
accordions and stuff as well. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, they were a bit kind of flogging Molly-ish, but French.
that's
They were
kind of
quite
cool.
good.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. Sort of hipster cool.
Yeah.
Innit?
But yeah, there were quite a few Morris troops as well, and one of them had a trombone, but it was made of plastic.
Plastic, like a kid's trombone. Or
It was a real one,
but made of plastic?
Yeah.
That's weird.
but it made farting sounds rather than actual trombone
Rather than
sounds.
a musical
Yeah.
sort of soft sound.
It was really
yeah.
weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That does add oddness. Add oddness.
Add oddness. Yeah. No, it was quite interesting. We went round with Chris and Annie Osborne.
Yes.
And her sister Nat and her other half Barry. That was, we decided, because last year Joe and I went down on our own,
Right.
and we seemed to be, everywhere we went, they were between bands.
Oh,
So
okay,
we
they were
didn't
just
see
setting up.
any bands. We didn't really see any people that we knew. Like, often we bump into people down there.
Yeah.
But it was quite a low turnout last year. This year seemed a bit better.
Bit better, yeah. I was at work and I just flicking through Facebook or Twitter. Oh, it was Facebook, and you put the post up. Well, we're just heading down to Sweeps. Anyone want to join us? I was like, yeah, I do, but I'm at work. So I've never been to Sweeps, and you've spoken about it the last sort of 2 years we've been doing this, and yeah, I really wanted to go.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
But I always forget it's on. So.
Lots of bohemian types, going around with flowers in their hair.
Oh yeah, you put up a picture on your Facebook. You have one of those flowery headbands.
Yes, yeah. That was not my doing.
No, well, I imagine you didn't voluntarily do that. No. Yeah. You also started your new job, and we did say we'd kind of give an update to how that's been going. You've been 2 weeks now.
Yeah, end of 2 weeks. It's been going pretty well. It's all right. It's mentally knackering because I'm actually having to use my brain now.
Thinking all day.
Yeah, as opposed to the last few jobs that I've had.
Yeah.
Where I really haven't had to use my brain at all.
No, and it's kind of, you're happy that you're having to use your brain, but
absolutely,
it is
yeah.
tiring
But by
you
the end of the
fuck
week,
out.
I am knackered.
Yeah.
But no, it's really enjoyable.
Good. Is it like you're having to scour the internet looking for news, or
Yeah.
is it one of those publications where you get tips?
You kind of sent press releases and stuff like that. So,
Companies wanting sort of free advertising.
In a way. And then you've got to be objective about it. Like, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, effectively, my job title is assistant. Assistant website editorial,
Yeah.
essentially. And effectively what I will become is content editor for 2 of the websites.
Right.
Once I'm kind of up to speed
Yeah.
and kind of once they have to, like, not editorialize any of my articles.
Yeah, you can self-edit,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But
and I'm getting better. Like, there is improvement there from the first day, so I'm going in the right direction, which is encouraging.
was it your first day or your second day? You put out a link, a blog that you had written.
Yeah. I've been writing stuff from day one.
Yeah.
Like, they just kind of chuck you in and see how you get on, I guess.
How many articles are you expected to do a day?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
It's
how the blog...
one of the websites wants at least 4 product reviews a day, as well as anything else that they can chuck my way.
How have you got time to review that many products?
Well, you don't actually. I mean, they're product reviews. They're from the press release, so you editorialise.
So it's not like you're reviewing a product you have used. It is like, this is the product, this is what it does.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And
you're not grading it.
No. You get a press release that's, say, 500 words long, but you've got to get it down to about 200, 150.
Yeah.
So you take out all the superlatives, like, this product is amazing because of blah. So you take out the word amazing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
You don't know it's amazing.
I've never seen it.
Has to be neutral.
Exactly.
You can't have any opinion because you don't know.
And it's based on facts, so you've got to extract all the factual information.
Yeah.
It's
interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's helping me hone my my writing skills.
Yeah, especially because you're doing it every day. And that's one of the things, to be a good writer, you need to write every day.
Yeah.
And you are now.
And I'm doing it, like, 5 or 6 or 7 sometimes articles a day.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot about electronics,
technology,
and
I've
manufacturing.
I've read a few. Not that I can remember. I've come to realise recently my memory is shot to shit. I will read something and then it's gone.
Yeah.
There was something about a fly.
Yeah.
That was your first one.
That's right.
Was it a product a visual product they were using, the way it flies eyes?
No, it was how they hear.
It's how they hear things.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It's for use in hearing aids.
Yes, right.
So
okay,
what they're doing is they're using multi-directional microphones, because people who are deaf or need to use hearing aids can't differentiate between a quiet sound that's close or a loud sound that's far away. They can't differentiate above and below either. They can hear stuff in front and stuff behind, but they can't hear in elevation. Yeah. And they can't hear in depth.
Distance, yeah. That's
so
crazy,
they're using multi-directional microphones
to tell where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So it's fucking interesting stuff.
Yeah, really interesting stuff. And this week I know that you wanted to talk about a a motor company.
Yeah, well, is he? I don't know.
Tesla Motors, yeah.
Yeah, Tesla Motors, because they did the Tesla car, but now Elon Musk... Everyone attributes it to Elon Musk. I don't know how much input he's had in the products.
I'm not 100% sure, if I'm honest.
He's not a very good public speaker. I don't know if you watched...
Oh, yeah, I had to watch it.
You had to watch it
because I needed to find out exactly how the liquid cooling technology in the battery works, but he didn't say
He didn't cover that at all.
No.
He was just like, this product is great. It was a promotion rather than...
He's basically doing a Steve Jobs, isn't he? He's selling a product.
Yeah, just not quite as well as Steve Jobs used to do it. But it's the Tesla Powerwall.
I thought he came across quite well. Like,
he's very likeable, very approachable. He's very charming.
Yeah, and you can tell he's not very good at public speaking.
No, he's not at all.
That probably endears you a little bit to him.
Yeah, he is quite endearing, yeah.
I think, but, you know.
Yeah, Elon Musk, he's incredible, like, the things he's doing.
Yeah, it's amazing. It kind of reminded me of we covered the solar roadways.
Yeah, solar fucking freaking roadways. Yeah, that never really took off, because I think there were a lot of unanswered questions, because it was like an indie thing. 2 engineers just doing it on their own. They didn't have the answers to a lot of questions people wanted. Yeah. And that is a massive sort of undertaking, the solar roadways. Whereas this Tesla Powerwall, it's kind of like, we've done it. Yeah. And now we just need to get the manufacturing honed and get it out there. And basically what the Tesla Powerwall is, it's a big dare we say, futuristic coffin-looking thing.
Yeah, it's
really, and it just sits on your wall.
Yeah,
in your garage or outside your house or in your living room. It could be like an art piece because they come in different colours.
Yeah. Joe likes the orange one.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it about that orange? I like that orange colour. It's the Ford sort of GT orange, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's really. Yeah. I don't know what it is about that particular shade of orange.
It's nice though.
Yeah, it's like the lime green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be nice, but it is.
But it is. It shouldn't work. But this sticks on your wall and it uses solar panels on your roof to charge up batteries every day.
Yep.
And it powers your house.
Yeah.
You can be completely off the grid.
Yeah. Well, you can actually plug it into the grid if you don't have solar panels. You can plug it into the grid, and at night, when energy is cheap, you turn it on, so it stores up. And then during the day, when electricity is expensive, you turn it on and you power your house through that rather than off the grid.
That's very, very clever.
Yeah.
So you're basically getting to... The thing is, at night, I suppose it's using the energy that your house isn't consuming.
Yeah.
That's the problem, because your house still needs to be powered at night.
Yeah.
So your house is being powered at night by the grid.
Yeah.
And then the Tesla's being charged up by the grid, so you're using twice as much energy at night. That's the thing.
Yeah, but you're not actually using
is that
a lot
still
of the
cheaper
technology
than
in your house at night, are you?
No.
That's the thing.
No, that's why
stuff
electricity
is
expensive.
Yeah.
Because everything's on standby, or it's sort of like you're watching TV, someone's using the computer, someone's playing their PlayStation. So you are actually using a hell of a lot of energy at night, which is why electricity is expensive at night, because that's where they get most of their money. I guess.
No, it's past midnight. That's what I mean. Like I think past midnight or 1 o'clock or something, it's cheap because no one's using it.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the way it works, because it wouldn't be cheap at peak times, would it? And so from say the morning, say breakfast time, so it starts at maybe 6 and goes right the way around till maybe 10.
Yeah.
Perhaps, or 12.
Yeah, that's when it's
expensive, and the cheap is from midnight.
Because no one's using it in
the morning. So that's where that 6 hour gap is where you charge your Tesla.
When you're asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you wake up in the morning, turn the Tesla on, and that powers your house for the rest of the day.
Yeah, so you save money
theory,
there. But
however,
the way he says is use solar panels, you're completely off the grid, which is mind-blowing.
Mind-bendingly amazing.
And you can stack them, so you can have 1, 2, 3. You can have, is it up to 9? You can
something
stack.
Ridiculous.
So if you've got a big house, you can still charge.
Because businesses can use them to run their offices. They're the
giga ones, aren't they? They're the big towers. They're the business.
There's two. There's a 7 kilowatt hours one, and there's a 10 kilowatt hours one.
Oh, what in this?
In the range for home use.
Oh, okay,
yeah. The 10 kilowatt hours one is effectively like a backup generator.
Yeah.
Whereas that's for kind of day-to-day purposes.
That would be for us.
Yeah. But the 10 kilowatt one can keep you going for 5 hours.
With no power.
With no
solar and which is the guys, the company.
Yeah.
Is like incredible. You've got, so there's that one which is for the home, but then like you said, we've got the Giga Block one, which is like a tower, and you can stack them infinitely.
Yeah.
For businesses, like for big office blocks and things like that. And like you were just about to say, that night where they did the presentation was completely
run off the
natural energy.
So all the cameras, the lighting,
the screens, the projectors, the speakers, everything, the sound division, everything for that night was run on solar power.
Yeah.
Like they had solar panels on the roof and they were charging up these massive generators. Like, and the crowd just went mental. Yeah. And that was when I went, holy fuck.
Yeah.
And you would expect something like this to cost a lot of money. The home one is like $3,500.
It's roughly about £2,000. It's between 2,000 and 2,500 depending on the size of the which is great,
unit. But then you've also got to take into account the solar panel cost, the installation cost, the converting everything.
Yeah, it doesn't come with the connector to connect it into the grid either.
Oh my god.
So you got to buy that to get it.
But you'll buy that from the power company who are going to charge you probably, so that's only like say $2,000, $2,500. It will probably cost you about $15,000 to convert your house to solar energy.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't need, and in England it wouldn't work quite as well because we don't get as much sun.
Yeah. But did you see the graphic of the amount of space in the USA.
Yeah, tiny.
Yeah,
compared for the USA.
He put up a map of the USA, and then in the centre there was this little blue square, and he said that is the total amount of surface area for solar panels
for the whole of
charge the entire USA.
Yeah.
And then he was like, there's a little red pixel in there.
Yeah. Tiny.
And that's the surface area of those Tesla units that would be required to run off those solar panels.
Yeah.
Like, it's tiny.
It doesn't take a lot of space, and considering the fact that the US is mostly desert, or a lot of it is desert, then
pack fields of solar panels out there.
Yeah, and just have cables running to these fucking... It's... If it works,
well, he was
incredible.
Also he was saying something like, if you wanted to run the world off the solar panels and the Tesla things, they'd need to produce 9 billion.
Yeah, it was
units.
Billions of units.
Yeah, but if you think about it,
it's
not really that much
because there's more than that many cars.
Yeah.
In the world, so people buy that much, and they're cheaper than cars.
Yeah.
The other thing, the Gigafactory 1, as he numbered it, Gigafactory 1, it's the first Gigafactory, is going to be completely renewable energy.
Yeah. You did see the artist's impression of it, where it's just the roof is a solar panel.
Yeah. But that's going to be run completely on solar energy, renewable energy, which is incredible. Think about if you had one of these in your house, or 2 of these, or 3 of these, however many you stack, with your solar panels generating solar energy. If you can afford that, you've probably got a Tesla motor as well, which you plug into the wall to charge. You're charging this electric car off of solar power.
Yeah.
You're completely...
It's amazing.
Almost no carbon footprint, not taking into account the amount
the manufacture
of what are they using to... And apparently it is all environmentally friendly to an extent. It's not as bad as you would expect.
Yeah. I mean, you can't have something entirely environmentally friendly because the industrial application,
you got to take into account the offset as well. Like, yes, you might be using valuable resources to produce it, but how many valuable resources are you saving by using it? And what's the best thing about Tesla is it's all open source technology. So
they're not...
eventually other people will be able to make them.
Yeah.
So, like, he's in it for the money because that's going to make him a lot of money.
Yeah.
But if you can buy the license to build them yourself from Tesla, he's going to make money, but you are also going to make money, and it helps the environment.
Yeah.
And
it's a good philosophy to have. It's a strange philosophy to have for he's obviously he's a bit of a philanthropist as well as a capitalist. He's doing all the right things.
He came from like really humble beginnings in South Africa as well.
Yeah, I didn't read up on him actually. I wanted to, and I haven't got round to it yet.
There's a podcast, one of the Neil deGrasse Tyson podcasts a few months ago had him, and he was talking about where he came from, and he wasn't well-to-do. He wasn't well off.
Yeah.
He wasn't rich. He was just inspired by the moon landings.
Right.
And he was thinking about but he didn't watch it and go, I want to be an astronaut. He watched it and go, well, if we can do that, then we can do and he started thinking about how
what else could we do with technology
and he is involved in the SpaceX program as well.
Oh, is he?
I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So
because that was another thing as well. The founder or the owner of Amazon sent a space shuttle or a rocket into space.
Right, yeah.
Amazon are going to start doing space deliveries now.
It's insane. Oh, the world is an amazing place.
Yeah.
Like, you get people like that, and there's bad points to it. There's going to be things that aren't taken into account because everyone's looking at the positives and not the negatives.
Yeah.
But people are looking.
I mean, the negative is it's not actually very powerful.
Is it not?
No, it puts out 2 kilowatts or something, which is not a lot.
Oh, okay. So you're limited to how much you can use at once.
Otherwise, you suck it dry, basically.
Yeah.
And
you've still got to be very careful with how much. But I mean, how much energy does a house use?
Well, that's it.
And if you use a lot of energy in one go because you've got a big family or a big house and you're doing lots of things, then you'd probably have 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Each one can put out that much at a time.
Exactly. Yeah. So you stack them all.
It's not like you could put 3 and it still only outputs 2 kilowatts. It's like you stack 3 and it outputs 6, or
Yeah.
It ramps up. If you want to use more energy, buy another one, because once you've got one installed, it's probably quite easy to install another one because you won't have to do all the wiring. You just plug it, you kind of daisy chain them.
They look quite cool.
Do they work in series or do they work in parallel? I didn't.
Oh, right. They literally they're 2 right next to each other, and they put this little panel between them so they kind of flow like a wave.
So it look. I mean, to be fair, look at the Tesla car.
Yeah, it's a really
beautiful looking
piece of
car. So
engineering.
of course, if they're going to build this, it's going to look good. Yeah, look, there's a picture on my iPad here of the Tesla motor plugged into the Tesla Powerwall.
That's the image that I cropped for the
really?
Because you can't find a picture like that until it was released.
So you found out about this before the press conference?
It was embargoed.
You were embargoed. Did you have to sign an NDA?
No, you just don't.
Your company did, and they said if you break this, then I will fight.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's cool.
Where they're kind of
quite
joined
nice
together.
In grey. It's nice and white. It's just nice.
It's a nice looking piece of kit, isn't it?
I want one.
I want one as well, but I don't have the money.
You don't have the money to convert your house to a Tesla Power. And we don't have the sunlight to charge it.
No. We've kicked about the idea of putting solar panels on the house because actually the sun goes right across all day, so you can put solar panels on both sides, but it's a lot of money.
The thing is, doing it that way, I think it takes years and years to get back the cost.
Yeah, it does. It's
not
a quick.
Even if you were producing more energy than you're using and you're sending it back to the grid and they give you a discount on your, it still would take a lot to. I don't know how cheap it is now, but then you can also, if you do the solar panels, you can do the solar water heating as well, can't you? Like where you lay the pipe under the solar panels.
Yeah.
It would be nice to go green and save money.
It would, but it costs a lot of money and you don't get a lot back from it. Yeah.
So I can't, unfortunately. But yeah, that's really cool. I was really quite inspired by that. And that's another thing that popped up on Reddit and I clicked it and watched it and went, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's worth watching the keynote speech, I think.
Yes, keynote, that's the word I kept looking for. Thanks. God, get you in your new media ways, learning all these new terms.
See, it's good. It shows that I am learning something.
That's cool. Yeah.
What else happened in the news this week? Someone popped out a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Kate Middleton's had her second child, fourth in line to the throne.
Yeah, Harry went, for fuck's sake!
He's never going to have it now.
He's never going to get there. He may as well just smoke pot for the rest of his life.
Unless both those kids, heaven forbid, Unless he
goes all Tudor on their asses and takes out everyone that's in line before him.
I don't think he wants it now, though. He's got a lot of stuff going on anyway. He's too down to earth.
He's too down to earth. He's too normal. Like I think once he was old enough to understand, and he's like, well, my dad's next in line, and then my brother. I'm not really got a chance.
And then any of his children are going to be above me.
And I think when you get to that point, you're just like, fuck it. Yeah. There's no point acting real princely and things. I mean, he had since his Nazi uniform and pot smoking days, he's kind of redeemed himself.
Naked billiards in Vegas.
Yeah, I think he's redeemed himself a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah. Oh no, he comes across really well. I think we said this around about the Invictus Games last year.
Yeah,
that he set up for the for the armed forces. That was really good, and he came across like just a regular guy.
The thing with William and Harry, they're people that you could quite happily have in your circle of friends and go down to the pub and have a drink with them.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing is they would Did you watch the polo match?
Bit of posh noise.
Rugby.
Rugger.
Yeah, rugby. That's the only difference you would have with them. And they'd be wearing really expensive suits. But apparently this year is the first year as well that the royal family aren't on Britain's rich list, like the top 10.
Is that right?
Apparently so. Someone said to me at work. I haven't looked at it, but I don't think they should be.
No, they shouldn't.
They seem like they should because they're the royal family.
But they actually don't make a lot of money. And what money they do make quite often goes back into
public
services. It goes towards things like they have the Prince's Trust and stuff like that, don't they?
Yeah,
which is
charity and
they've got a lot of charity-based stuff going on,
which ultimately is a big tax write-off. But
I know, they're there for a purpose, and if the purpose is tourism only, we're still making a shitload of money in this country off them.
Yeah,
they're a brand.
Yeah, the weekend we went up to the musicals and we took Chloe to Buckingham Palace because every child should see it when they're young enough to go, Queen lives there. Just thousands of people
all the time
in the Mall, and whether she's there or not.
Yeah.
And just there to see the changing of the guards
Yeah.
at like 200 feet away because you can't get anywhere near them.
Yeah.
Don't believe the movies.
Yeah,
you cannot go and stand in their fucking box. I don't know what it's called.
No, I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, so yeah, they do generate a lot of money, and I'd love to go down there. But yeah, anyway, as you're saying, that England has a new princess.
Yeah, we don't know the name yet. They haven't given her a name, or at least they haven't published the name.
No.
We're taking bets on Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only been one of them.
It's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
And they do. Why do they have to go for it? I think when you go with Victorian things, that's just. Do they have like two names? Like they have a royal name and an official name and an actual name? Because Harry is actually called Henry, isn't he?
Yeah.
He would
be King Henry.
He would be King Henry, even though we all call him Harry.
Yeah.
But William is William.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Victoria, would she be Victoria or would she be something else?
Well, no, she would be because there's already been a precedent set where there has been a Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
So Victoria.
But would that be her official name or her actual? Like, will she have two names?
I don't know. I mean, they've all got lots of names. I mean, Prince George, the other child, has got like 5 names.
Yeah. You're going with Victoria.
Yeah.
I don't think William and Kate would go with an Anne.
No. You got Elizabeth, but they probably wouldn't do that.
Because that's
straight afterwards.
Grandma.
Yeah. You got Mary. There was only one of them, actually.
True.
However, that seems a bit common for the royals now.
Yeah.
Victoria.
Which is classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
There haven't been that many queens.
No. No, they wouldn't.
So there's only a very limited pool of names that they can choose from.
They could come up with their own. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But would they go traditional?
I think
because they did with George.
Yeah.
They went traditional with George. So would they go traditional?
So are they going to be like Mercedes or?
God no.
Chardonnay.
Chelsea.
Yeah. Harper.
That's a possibility. To be fair.
Yeah, I know. Will's his friends with David Beckham, isn't he? And that's a thing. I think we were saying maybe Victoria. There's gonna be an Elizabeth in there somewhere. There's also probably gonna be a Diana.
Oh, good point.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be a middle name.
Would that go down very well?
That's what I'm wondering, but it's William's choice.
Very good. Very good point. Yeah. Would there be a Diana?
I reckon there will be.
Yeah. There has to be, really, doesn't there?
Yeah. So watch this space, I suppose.
Can you imagine if he called her Diana?
Diana. That would be a slap in the face.
She was Princess Diana. Whoa. Scandal.
Yeah.
Scandal at the palace.
Yeah, another one.
Good point.
All involving Dianas.
Yeah. I was going to say that. Yeah, it's... we have a new princess without a
But
name.
yeah, like yesterday morning, so we were in bed. We decided to just spend the whole morning in bed yesterday. It was great. And I went on Periscope because we were going to use Periscope this morning to do a broadcast, but for some reason it's not working down here. It should have been. We don't know why.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was showing Jo what Periscope is.
Right, yeah.
Because she didn't know.
It's a bit of an odd one.
Yeah, it's very new.
But it really makes sense to me. I quite like it.
I like the idea of it. I don't know. I was going to do some stuff yesterday, actually, around Sweeps Festival, but I didn't.
I was going to do things to say, we're going to do something on Periscope, but I didn't.
Yeah. There was a news reporter outside the hospital, and lots of people were asking him really inane questions, like, have you been to South Africa? And things like this kept coming up. So I was like, what do you want to ask him? And she was like, ask him when she was taken in to the hospital.
Yeah.
And because it was relevant, he was like, Kate was... what's the word?
He actually answered your question. That's cool.
Like straight away. And Jo was like, wow. And I was like, that's happening. That is happening now. That's the point, is like, this is happening right now. And
breaking news.
Yeah. And you can interact with it.
Yeah.
There was another one who was this woman was at a Porsche Cup event somewhere, and they were filming some of the drivers at a kind of signing thing, and Mark Webber was there. He used to be a Formula One driver. He was like, is this that telescope thing? Yeah. It's crazy. When's it gonna... He was quite Like,
yeah,
he was a bit peeved about it. He was like, "When's it going to end?" Like,
oh yeah, he's one of those invasion of privacy.
Yeah, he was like, well, like he wasn't dismissive of the person who was doing it, but he was like, he kind of was talking to the other drivers. He was like, when is this gonna?
Yeah.
Like, how far does this go? Like,
yeah, yeah, nice subtle accent. Though.
And I agree with him to a point. I can see where he's coming from because anyone can now put a camera in your face. It's
funny because you'll have people like eventually Russell Brand, who went back on his no voting thing.
Yeah,
shows his integrity, doesn't it? People like him who goes, "Oh, fucking Apple," and people like that fucking invading our privacy. They want to know. Eventually,
there was no hand wave. There should be
eventually.
More hand
sorry, we got the video again this week, haven't we? I should have done. But eventually, he's going to be like periscoping, fucking Apple invading, and you're using
an Apple product
that cause the problem.
Yeah,
you're using these things that are invasion of privacy. You are periscoping your life. You are tweeting your life. You are making YouTube videos. I don't think he's
clever enough.
He just uses words that a lot of the time are wrong. One of my friends at work who wants to understand politics and religion and things like that. Religion, he is Muslim, he is religious, but he's also one of these really good ones who studies other religions to try and understand and put it together and make his own mind up.
Yeah.
But he idolises Russell Brand.
Really?
He takes a lot of what Russell Brand says and then kind of, it's like, oh, but don't just use the way you're studying religion, do that with everything else as well. Like,
yeah.
I like, I'm just like, I don't like him. I'm not going to bother studying it that much because it doesn't bother me. Yes, nothing we can do is going to stop this invasion, this Big Brother thing. It's
inexorably leading to no one having a private life. There's no such thing,
and there's nothing you can do about it.
But the thing is, as well, like the ultimate argument is you are in the public eye. The public are invested in you, so therefore
the bigger problem is the people like us being spied on. We haven't we have.
Yeah, we have.
Bit of shit. Fuck. Other just everyday people who don't put themselves out there.
Yeah.
You know, there's the age-old argument people make is like, well, if you've got nothing to hide, then why should you worry? But then there is the counter-argument which has just as much credence, which is that's not the point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky situations, and no one really knows how to use it properly yet.
No.
Like, it's an emerging technology, and like I say, we wanted to use it this morning,
and we didn't. We'll figure that out.
Yeah,
we figured out the video.
Yeah, we figured the video out.
Hopefully,
it's not too washed out with the.
Well, the back is very washed out. You can see you a lot clearer than me, but we
apologise
for that. We need to figure out the light. Put a light in front of us, or bring a temporary
screen.
Like a diffuser behind us or something. Yeah. But Periscope, you were saying Joe really enjoyed it, and you like it because you've got the whole, you asked a question and then the journalist would answer a question or ask a question of whoever's there. My one, there was twofold. One leads on to another thing. One was Chris Hardwick, Nerdist podcast. He did a podcast with a musical guest. We won't hear that for a couple of months, but musical guest did a performance. He periscoped the performance.
Oh, okay.
So you watched this performance that he was experiencing live.
Yeah.
And that was kind of, that's amazing. You've got live streaming concerts anyway, but this is kind of like an intimate performance that he recorded. You can see it as well as, but you see it live rather than listen to it on the podcast in a couple of weeks or a couple of months' time. It was really good. The other one, which is part of my whole Mother Nature is just reminding us what the fuck is, like, don't fuck with her. There was a journalist who went to Nepal in one of the villages, and he managed to get a good enough signal that he could periscope
what was going
on and talk and answer a few questions. And that, I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you're right in there, and it's not like we've got the camera and the microphone set up, and this is my official, really formal report. It was kind of like, look at this devastation. There's people over in the fields picking rice to share around, and there's nothing. He was in a market, and like, the market had resources and things to sell, which would help, but it's all buried under rubble now.
Yeah.
And there's people living in tarp tents, like, just thrown over a washing line and things like that, and it's, whoa, that was horrific seeing that.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's like, that's amazing.
That's real. That's unedited. it's coming from the source.
Then you've got the whole. There's a guy with an iPhone that he could sell and pay for food and resources, but then
the journalist's job is to report.
Yeah,
that is what he's there for. It's to get that message out to the world, and if that is the way in which he can do it,
he's using that technology to get them a lot more resources.
It's amazing that he can have his work in fucking Nepal, and we can't make it work at the end of my garden.
I mean, we could have done it on a 4G network, but I don't have enough data.
No,
and I don't know how far that data would stretch. I mean, it might have worked. We could have. Where are we? We're beginning of the month. My data. Maybe we'll do it after, because my data resets in like 3 days.
Okay.
We'll
have a look.
I don't know how long that's going to last. The data. That's the thing. I don't know how long.
The reason that we were going to use it was after our last episode, which was our inaugural ABH book club, where we reviewed Night of the Living Dummy.
Such a silly idea, but it went down.
Yeah, we got some. We've got at least one.
We've got an essay
from Andrew from Two Loose Screws, which we will read on the next book club. I'm thinking. Yeah,
I would say because we're hoping if everyone is interested, probably make it a monthly.
Yeah.
The last episode of every month will be a book club
thing, because we enjoyed it, and it seems like other people enjoyed it. And we wanted to know whether we should carry on with the Dummy trilogy.
Yeah, finish out the Dummy trilogy, because there's another Dummy book in his new ones that he's writing. He's done a Dummy book as well.
Okay, so a quadrilogy then.
It is, but I was thinking stick with the classics.
Yeah.
And then maybe we could do it like a see how it's
5 years' time when we get to the new ones.
Or maybe we could read the new one and see how it's evolved.
Yeah.
See if he's improved.
Or we go back to the beginning and start from the very first one, which I believe is Dead House.
Possibly.
Or just
suggest.
What would you like us to review?
Make a suggestion.
Yeah. I mean, Loz said before he'd even heard the episode to do a point horror, which we actually mentioned on the episode.
Books are usually international, aren't they?
I think so, yeah.
Point horror was like a Goosebumps for teens.
Yeah.
It was the
rather
next
than
level.
The pre-teen market.
It was the class whatever drug.
Yeah.
If Goosebumps was the gateway.
If Goosebumps is marijuana, Point
if
horror
Goosebumps is the gate, Point horror's the bridge to get to Stephen King.
I like it.
Yeah. So we could do that. Or like we say, let us know what you guys would like us to read. If there's a classic series you used to read.
Yeah.
What we will say is probably keep it not sort of adult level reading at the minute, just while we get our feet. So we're going to do monthly because I'm not a very fast reader. I don't get the opportunity to read a lot. Or I do, like I was explaining to Tom, I get to read often, just not for long.
Yeah.
So it takes me a while to read a book. I mean, on Andrew's suggestion, I'm reading Odd Thomas,
right?
Which I'm like a month I've been reading, or maybe 2 or 3 weeks actually.
Yeah.
Because I took a break for Goosebumps for a week anyway. And I'm almost finished with it. It's fucking fantastic, by the way. Really good.
I've heard of it.
Really enjoying it. So I mean, eventually we probably will get onto books like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll progress into proper books.
Yeah. But we'll keep it sort of adolescent.
Yeah.
At the minute.
Yeah.
Because that's more fun, I think. You can have more fun with that rather than being serious.
Definitely. Yeah.
But give us your ideas. Carry on with the Slappy series.
Yeah.
Maybe go back to the beginning of Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Or go on to sort of point horror. Choose your own adventure might be interesting.
Yeah,
choose your own adventure to see if my experience was different to yours.
Yeah.
What ending we got.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we'll keep feedback from it to the next time. We got feedback from Loz. We got big feedback from Andrew.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Maybe that should be our next ABH book club. Read that and make notes on it. We review Andrew's email.
It's probably better written than anything R.L. Stein did.
I was thinking that as I read it.
But so that was going to be what we were periscoping. We may still do it after this, depending on your data usage.
Yeah, it should be fine. That'll be fine. We'll do 10
and if we have periscoped it, you may well already have heard it.
Good point. You'll know whether we did it or not.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. We keep doing this to ourselves.
It's just an extra level of timey-wimey.
I mean, as we were on feedback that we didn't do at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
because we opened with a trombone.
I think as well, since we've gone to the cold open, we've not done as much feedback from listeners as we used to, which is wrong of us.
It is. We had a massive thing last night going on Twitter.
Oh, right.
That Joe started.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
and
right,
I realised after, so perhaps we should have turned that into a hashtag.
Yeah, I did think
like
about
ABH fart films or something. But it was, describe your last fart in film.
Yes.
Title. And that was really good. That had me giggling all night.
Yeah, that was quite funny. And a few people joined in on that.
That went quite well. We had our first sort of thing going down.
Yeah, Andrew from Weekly Geek Speak, Andrew from Two Loose Screws, I Am a Ghost, Des Moines Ghost.
Yeah.
There were quite a few people going back and forth. Aussie as well.
Yeah, I put one in there. Nerd Church put one in.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Speaking of Andrew from Weekly Geek Speak, actually, we should probably congratulate them because they just hit their 100th episode.
That's very true. Yeah. I felt a bit bad that we hadn't done it before, but we were off last week.
Yeah.
We weren't here, so...
And we don't think of things like that.
No,
and
Ridgecast
are close to hitting the 100th episode.
They are, yeah. That's worrying as well.
We're on it. It's fine.
It's fine, Jake. Don't worry.
We're not.
Congratulations to Weekly Geek Speak for hitting their 100th.
But also, congratulations to Ridgecast.
Yeah, they did their first live show,
podcast.
didn't they? Yeah, they went to a Dead End Con.
Yeah, and they did a zombie survival thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it was about a Walking Dead convention.
That's right.
And how they would survive the apocalypse, and it was really funny. And I could tell Jake was doing the whole, hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah.
Ian.
Help.
I could hear that. It was brilliant. They handled it really well. They were cut off really early.
Yes. And I did have a conversation with both Jake and Ian about that during the week. In that I don't think I'd have handled it as well as they did.
No, they did handle it really well.
I find it very difficult to hide my emotions on my face. You know exactly what I'm thinking of you.
I've seen it a few times.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine you probably, Ian and Jake were like, oh, okay.
I mean, I'd have.
You would have been like, all right,
yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, on your time, is it?
Well, I guess that's it then, guys.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how I'd have been. Yeah.
But go and listen to it. It's fun. Josh, I think he's a really good addition.
Yes, because obviously Rashawn couldn't be there, so Josh stepped in. He's become their fourth member.
Yeah. I think they are going to have to start calling it Ridgecast. Yeah.
But yeah, there was a whole lot of people getting involved this week on Twitter. Including Dave. He wanted us to talk about the Joker last week because there was the picture of the Joker came out, and I said it's unfortunate because these things always fucking happen when we're not here. We were lucky that we were here on the week where all the trailers got dropped. Yes. That was amazing.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Fantastic Four either, actually.
No, we didn't.
That was incredible. I am really into that.
I'm still not bothered. I can't get excited about the Fantastic Four. It looks good.
Yeah.
But I just...
Yeah, it was really good. I saw it on the big screen last night, the trailer, and it does carry well. I was unhappy that the Star Wars trailer wasn't on there, but then I suppose they don't put teasers in theatres, really, do they? Because I saw Age of Ultron, but Tom hasn't, so we don't talk about it.
I'm going either tonight or tomorrow.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, because tonight I may well be going back down into Rochester for sweeps to watch Hobo Jones of the Junkyard Dogs again with possibly Charlie. From Stinking Paws.
Okay, Charlie, yeah. Sorry. I was like, Charlie?
Charlie? Who's
Charlie? We don't know Charlie. Other than the podcast Charlie, but he's only a podcast friend, so we don't see them in real life much. Why don't you socialise with them? But you do meet up with them quite a bit, actually, don't you? Being local.
Haven't done in a while. I tried to get
a couple of times, I suppose.
He's working this week. So.
Yeah, Hobo Jones and the Junkyard Dogs are fantastic.
They are great, and you should go and look at some of their videos on YouTube because they are amazing. Tramp style covers band.
Yeah.
Skiffle punk. Is what they are.
Skiffle folk punk.
They're great. They're brilliant and they're hilarious. We were having big conversations with Dave about Daredevil. And Andrew as well was chipping in.
Daredevil up to episode 5. I did watch episode 5
episodes. So you've seen the car door episode.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
it just goes on and on and on, doesn't it? And you're like, oh my god, he's gonna decapitate. Did you think that was gonna happen before he did it?
Yeah, yeah. I spotted it.
You spot that
because he kind of went and then he pulled him away from it.
Yeah.
And then he went back to it.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to spoil it. I mean, most people probably have seen it.
Yeah,
but it did get to a point. I was like, when's he gonna stop?
Yeah, I know.
Is he gonna stop soon? He's gonna take. Okay, he did. Okay, right. It was kind of one of those moments. So, oh shit, that was amazing. Brutal.
Yeah. He plays it so well.
I wasn't expecting it to be that kind of character. I thought he was going to be badass, mean motherfucker.
But he's actually not. Really
vulnerable.
And vulnerable.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely great. He is fantastic.
The Wilson Fisk character.
My dad has finished watching it because I was talking to him last night. I said, "Oh, did you get to see Daredevil?" Because I spoke to him about it a couple of weeks. Did you get to see Daredevil? He went, I had a week off. I watched it in 3 days. I was like, oh, okay.
Fair play. Yeah.
So
yeah,
he watched it. He loved it. He said it gets like he said like I said. Oh, it's like the end of episode 2 is probably still my favourite shot. And he said, but it's a better program than that.
Yes. Yeah. It
like it's not just.
It doesn't get better than that shot. That shot is amazing and is the standout of the whole series. But
yes. The
series
program itself
amazing.
is better than that one shot.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
Pretty accurate. But yeah, I'm loving it. I can't wait to finish it. Unfortunately, I'm on late this week, so me and Liz won't be watching it together. We'll probably watch one tonight, and then we won't watch any again until Friday next week. It's going to take a while to get through it, but I'm enjoying taking my time with it.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying
you
that.
should, because we were doing maybe one a night, and it took us about 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and then that was it, and it's like, I can't see any more of this until next year.
Yeah. But it won't be Daredevil, will it, next year? It'll be
There's
the
a second series coming out in 2016.
Oh, there is? Oh, okay. When are they doing the other ones? Because they're doing
I can only imagine
4
later
singles
this year.
and then
it's Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
Oh, Luke Cage is he?
No, the other one.
I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Let's not get hung up on
Power Man.
Why not? Yeah. There's going to be 4 of them and then one team-up series, isn't there? Yeah. But it's going to be... Because I'm taking my time, so hopefully I don't have to wait too long till the next.
Yeah, no, we've gone
Marvel
back to 24. We're on Series 7 and 24 now.
You took a break from that to watch Daredevil. That's cool. Game of Thrones is awesome. You really, really need to get on it before
Apparently
long.
So, everyone says this.
It's just...
Yeah. It's probably something that we'll end up watching.
Do. Please. It's so good. I want you to enjoy it.
We've been joined by a pigeon.
Probably can't hear that.
Probably not. Sorry.
What else was talking about? Yeah, Daredevil was awesome.
Age of Ultron in an expression, in a facial expression.
It's hard to do because the thing. This is why I want to talk about it. I before I went to see it, I had pulled my expectations back, being like a Marvel can fuck it up.
Yeah.
Like they, I got to the point where it's like, not every Marvel film is amazing, so. Back the fuck off.
Yeah. Don't get your expectations
dashed. But then I did secretly have high expectations.
Yeah.
And I will say,
I've heard it's a little bit less impactful. The
best way I can put it's because I don't want it to sound. I'm in the same boat as Scott, like from Weekly Geek Speak. Not necessarily with the same opinions as him because he's a bit more articulate and better at reviewing things than me, but it was exactly what I wanted.
Right.
Which means it was really fucking good. I really enjoyed it. But the thing is, because it was what I wanted, I wasn't blown away.
Right.
Like, it wasn't one of those things where I went to Guardians of the Galaxy thinking, what is this? I'm sure it'll be really good. Oh my God, it was much better than I was expecting. So I didn't have that elation of it was more than I was expecting. It was exactly what I wanted.
Right.
So it was really good.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. And there were some incredible shots. I think the addition of new characters was brilliant.
Yeah.
A brilliant choice. So it wasn't exactly more of the same. It was more of the same plus.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. So
is it getting to the point where there are too many characters?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I don't think so because the good thing about it is now you can have, like, you can pull characters out and other ones take their place because this one's going off to do this in another film. I suppose you can swap and change now. So,
and that's kind of the point of the Avengers in the comics as well, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're not a core team of 5.
No, there are a lot of Avengers.
15, and they all swap.
Usually, you only get 5 or 6 working at once, while others are doing other stuff. Yeah, I think I can see in the future I can see where Marvel now is gonna start being sort of like there's too much Marvel, and people are gonna start to get bored of it. I can see that now. It's still really good at the minute, but they are in danger.
Yeah.
I was really impressed by Liz.
Right.
Because she spotted things.
Oh, right, okay.
That had to do with other films, and I can't even talk about the end sequence.
Okay. Like, no, don't worry.
The in credit sequence. There's no post credit.
Yeah, there is a. Did you wait to see it?
No. Because there's not.
No.
Because Joss Whedon told us there's not. Was it Joss Whedon or was it Kevin Feige?
Joss Whedon said it.
Joss Whedon said it.
Because he didn't want people being like, "What the fuck."
People are, though, even with the mid-credit sequence, people don't understand it. And they go, oh, I waited like 10 minutes or 5 minutes just for that. I was like, but you don't understand.
Right, okay.
It's only like 10 seconds, but you don't understand what that means.
Okay.
It's one of those moments. Right. You will get it and you will like it.
Yeah. I'll text you as soon as it happens. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
But
I'll Periscope it.
Liz, who doesn't read comics, saw that and went, oh.
Right.
Brilliant. Okay. This is why I'm marrying you, because you understand. Oh, so it is good. You will enjoy it. It is a great film. It is funny all the way through. It is Marvel funny all the way through.
Right, okay.
Every character is funny.
Yeah.
So good.
Right.
I've got my little review. Next week we'll probably have a spoilery review because it's been out
a month
a month over here. Yeah. 2 weeks in America.
Yeah.
A month over here.
And I still haven't got around to seeing it, so I don't know why I'm laughing.
I saw it at the weekend of release in America. So it's good. It's good, isn't it?
It's good. I went back to read. I've been rereading some comics of late, and I went back to read Batman Odyssey.
Yeah. I'm sure they're getting in through the door.
Yeah.
So we've got wasps.
I
hope there's not a nest in this.
There better not be a fucking nest, I can tell you that much. But
I'm putting my hood up.
Yeah, good idea.
I don't want to get my neck.
Yeah, I went back and revisited Batman Odyssey, the Neil Adams one, which I said I would do after I read it the first time because I wasn't sure on it.
Oh, okay.
And I can confirm that it's really not very good.
Oh, really?
I bought it off the back of him being on 3 episodes of Fat Man on Batman.
Yes.
Where he just talked about himself for ages.
Right.
And he really talked up this book that he'd written, this Batman Odyssey.
Yeah.
And like it ties together all bits of mythology from the Batman canon.
Right.
And
I don't like YouTube this. Are having fun with fighting wasps.
And yeah, it's a mess. It's horrible.
Oh.
And
I read a good comic book.
Did you?
Yeah. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, Tom got it for me for my birthday. I read it, yes, in one setting. It was really good. I want more Deadpool.
Yeah, I'll lend you one.
It's great. It's funny. And it's really good because you get the psychology of Deadpool in it as well.
Yeah, you get the 3 voices.
Where he's actually really unsure of himself.
Yeah. Yeah, he has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, he's kind of like, nobody understands. I know that's his possessed voice, isn't it? That's his inner, like, nobody understands me, so nobody understands, but that's got to come from somewhere. So yeah, it's really good. I really enjoyed it. I kind of want to go back. I did look at how to read Deadpool, like the best ones to read, and there's like a list, and you go back to some of the old ones, even though the writing and the art style is different, so it's not quite like the new stuff. It's still important to understand him and where he came from. So I might go for that as well. That's on my wish list.
Yeah.
Along with lots of other books, but I should have some money to buy some soon. I'll get a stack of books to read. But hey.
They're good.
Yeah.
And I'm continuing with the Deadpool run at the moment.
Yeah.
So
you're deep
the
in
Marvel
Deadpool.
Now run.
I've heard that's
really,
amazing.
really good.
I have heard it's amazing.
Really good. But yeah, so I got the latest one of that through the post today as well. So I should be
awesome. That's your
reading that at some point. Yeah.
I've got one of these things where I'm sure there was something I wanted to say.
Yeah.
It's gone.
No.
Oh no, we didn't actually cover the Joker thing that Dave asked us, did we?
That's true.
I think that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's just annoying that it happened on. It was a Sunday morning as well, so it would have been able to. It would have been
like fresh.
Yeah,
But I'm glad I've had a week.
Yeah,
to
I
kind
like
of
it.
mull it over. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the tattoo on the head, but
No,
I like the tattoo thing. I think it looked all right.
At first, I thought that why he's not going to have those tattoos. Why would he have his mouth tattooed? Why would he have the ha ha ha, which again you get on a T-shirt, a poster, and you can see in comic books?
Yeah.
Why would that be tattooed on him? I thought that was just for the promo shots. I think he probably will have them.
Yeah,
which
but
is it's a bit self-referential. It's a bit.
Yeah, but like someone said on a podcast,
yes,
I can't remember which one. It's probably likely that you're not going to see him topless.
No.
If at all, point. Like maybe in one scene, perhaps, who knows?
Yeah.
And my whole thing with the Joker is in the Suicide Squad. I don't think he's going to have a big part in it.
He's not supposed to be.
No,
is he?
No, he's going to be in the background. I don't think he's one of the main members who is out there doing the things.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anyway. I don't know.
No,
but I can't see him.
But
having
would they use Jared
part.
Leto for a B character?
But he's not going to be a B character. He's
an A character that's only in it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and he will be in a Batman film down the line,
and he will probably play a big role in Suicide Squad, even if he's not one of the main. Yeah. Like he might be the person that gets them together and sends them to do it.
I think they're going to tease him as a character.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to use him as a main character.
My initial thought on him was he looks like the lead singer of Avenged Sevenfold.
I was thinking Keith Flint from The Prodigy.
Yeah.
And the guy from Die Antwoord.
Obviously, I still don't know who they are. Yeah, he's... Yeah. It's fine. He is very sort of like... He's not even emo. It's like hardcore, isn't it? Backpack metal sort of guy.
Yeah, that's the guy from Die Antwoord. Hold on.
He's a checkerboard.
It would be. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah. He looks like a sort of skinny hardcore guy or ripped hardcore guy with tattoos.
Yeah,
that's
basically
what he looks
that
like.
is.
And a grill. I like it. Was it Nerdchurch's explanation of the grill is he would have had some teeth knocked out.
Yeah, something.
So he's
like
going to have something. He's just a psycho. He'll do what he wants.
Yeah.
It's. Yeah. This Joker is fine.
He'll be good.
He's a good actor.
Good.
He will make it work.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. As well, it's kind of like the whole Batman. I'm not pumped for Batman v Superman, so I'm not really pumped. I'm not pumped for any DC thing.
No.
I will really enjoy them.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I might see Suicide Squad. I'm not sure. It depends how the Batman v Superman thing goes, I think.
Yeah, it depends how the DC universe, like DC Cinematic Universe, the DCCU progresses.
Yeah.
We've got the MCU, so why not the DCCU?
Yeah, exactly, the DCCU.
See how that progresses.
Yeah. It's just keeping your expectations low.
Keep yourself in check.
Yeah. And that's the theme for this episode, isn't it?
Yeah,
really? I guess is it? I don't know.
What else.
Tesla and
keep your energy use
Ultron.
in check. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the fact that it might not be all singing, all dancing.
Oh, good
all
point.
The time.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense than what I said.
I'm trying to tie it together here at the end.
Yeah, good job. You're doing a good job. I'm ruining it.
I tried. So I'm going to go and see if I can find that wasp because it's gone scarily quiet now.
Yeah. There's a way to find out if there's a nest in here.
Yeah.
Get a stepladder, bang on the ceiling.
Oh God.
Run away.
So we've done 2 shows down here and we might have to quarantine it.
Fumigate the pod.
Right, so let's go find the wasp.
Yeah.
You'll know next week if we've survived. So for this week on Anywhere But Here, I have been Tom.
I've been Ant.
Bye.